Yo, what up, YouTube? It's the Lore Master. We're going to be talking about Star Trek Strange New Worlds this week. It's episode 7, I believe. Um, Starting out this episode, some kind of counselor comes on board or something, or what appears to be a counselor. We'll get into that in a minute. And they're going to the edge of the Federation border, and there's these, I think, colony ships or cargo ships, something like that. Each ship had like, out of all the ships, there's like 200 something people on them. So they figure out that all these ships were attacked and all these people were taken, and they get a distress call on the other side of the border. So they're like, well, we got to go see what's wrong, even though they're not supposed to cross the border without like Federation permission. But they crossed it anyway, and there's like these pirates, and they put like a trap around them, and they get out of the trap real quick. And then they beam onto the ship where the distress call is coming from. Turns out that's a trap, and Pike and the away team and stuff like that is captured. As they beamed over, pirates beamed onto the Enterprise, and now the Enterprise is being attacked from the inside. So a lot of the crew is like shot and messed up and unconscious. The only ones that survived like the initial attack that are kind of running around the Enterprise still is Spock, the counselor lady, and Nurse Chapel. Before they were all captured, number one put she locked down the ship pretty much with her command codes, so no one can do anything. So they work. Nurse Chapel works her way to the engineering room, just like sneaking around, like knocking people out with medicine or whatever. And she's trying to get communications back so she can send out a distress call. Spock and the counselor lady are just kind of shooting their way through the ship, and they also get to engineering. When they meet up in engineering, the counselor turns on Nurse Chapel and Spock and is like, "Hi, I'm actually the pirate captain, and thank you for unlocking the command codes. Now I'm in control of the Enterprise, and if you want the Enterprise back, you have to release this person from prison." And the prison is the one that T'Pring, Spock's partner, works at, and she wants a certain prisoner released in return for Spock's life. So she won't kill Spock if she gets the prisoner. Pretty much, she's kind of threatened T'Pring that way. And the prisoner that she wants, turns out, is actually Spock's brother. So it's kind of a interesting callback to Star Trek 5, I think. I think that's the one that had Spock's brother in it, where they go to like, I think, the edge of the galaxy or whatever it was, or the center of the universe, something like that. Been a while since I've seen that movie. Anyway, getting back to this episode, the crew that is captured is put on board the cargo ship where the original distress call came from, and they're kind of like in cages and like they're slaves pretty much. They kind of start a mutiny, and they take over the ship, and they kind of come back to they attack the Enterprise and disable the Enterprise when the trade is supposed to happen between the prisoner and Spock or whatever. The trade doesn't happen because Spock's like, he breaks like the love oath with T'Pring, so she's like, well, there's no point in me saving you now because I don't love you. So that's kind of how they got away from that. It was just to play. Spock still actually likes her or whatever, so don't worry about that if that's something you actually care about. Yeah, but that's pretty much how this episode ended. The counselor was not actually a counselor. She just assumed that identity. She got away. She beamed out at the last minute, so all her crew is now, I guess, captured in prison. Other than that, this episode was just kind of all right. Not much to really say about it. I feel like Star Trek I think the hype's kind of coming down for me on Strange New Worlds, just because the episodic thing was kind of cool at first, but the episodes just have been kind of all right. There hasn't been like a really good standout one. I think the last one that I really enjoyed was episode 3, the one with like the virus that was spreading around. So it's been a while since I've actually seen an episode of Strange New Worlds that's like, oh my god, I gotta watch this, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with this show right now. Hopefully it gets better. Maybe it's just because Orville was really good this week. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Do all the fun YouTube stuff down below. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.